Hey everyone, we are live. We are live at 5 on Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays because I get to interact with all of you. I was just on bragging about Libby. I had to. I was going to do it last week, but I didn't have enough time to do it. I was bragging about Libby. Libby just graduated from the Drop Them Off program, and she's just seeing amazing results. She has come so far in so little of a time, right? I had to go. I had to go and brag, and today's her birthday, so, and I didn't even realize. I knew it was her birthday earlier, but I didn't even realize when I decided to do the video that I was doing it on her birthday. So that's kind of special. We'll wait a couple minutes for people to come on. I see a couple people coming on. Hi, Ariel. How are you? If you're jumping on, say hi. Tell me where you're from. I know, Ariel, I haven't seen you in a while. So I see 4 people. You can't hide from me. So Libby's having great success. Go watch the little video. It was probably not even 5 minutes long. I told you all about what's happening in her business. She's a famous person now in Memphis, Tennessee. She's hit some magazines, so that's really cool. Hi, Kelly. Super excited for her because she was nervous as hell to make any moves when she first started working with me. And then I just do what I do best. I gently nudge you to do the work. Delaware. How's the weather in Delaware? Today it was like, I'm up in Massachusetts. Today it was like, well, today it was raining, but today it was like high 50s. Yesterday it hit 66 degrees. Hi, Amanda. Busy bee. It's supposed to be warm. It's supposed to be warm. So we'll wait a couple more minutes. My son-in-law is coming in tomorrow with his wife. Before they go to live abroad for a whole year. So they're coming to stay here. So it's not scary. It's just something you haven't done yet. Just like the first time you went to clean a house, it was scary. You're like, oh my God, am I doing this right? You just haven't done it yet. Red's my color. I put this really red lipstick on. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Victoria. 70. I know, isn't that's so warm for Delaware? So warm. I don't know. Global warming. Global warming. Thank you for the compliment. Red is my color. So tonight we're going to talk about how I created $1 million mindset to create my maid service, how I'm going to show you how you can do it, where it all starts. And that's one of the reasons why I did the small little video on Libby, because she's just absolutely amazing. She's growing. Hi, Janet. How is everything in Idaho? How is everything? Did you fire that girl? Uh-oh, I remembered. We're going to be talking about $1 million mindset because that's where it all starts. That's where it all starts. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cheryl Hager. I founded this group, Sisters Who Scale. I help cleaning business owners learn how to hire, learn how to get over their fears, execute sales, create all of your systems in place that you can scale your maid service. And the biggest thing is I help you get out of the field, which a lot of my clients are experiencing now, which is just amazing to see because I know how good that feels when you get out of the field. I haven't cleaned in a while. I oversee the business part-time. I do work at about 20 hours a week. I know that my maid service runs itself. Knock on wood, right? Awesome. But I figured out how to do it, right? I failed a million times until I figured out the system that actually does it. And the only times my managers, my team leads out in the field reach out to me is if they, like today, this was a fun day. I have a new team leader, Stephanie. She's a great cleaner, great person. She was out with Jen. Those two were doing a bunch of houses. And she's like, I can't get into this house. No one seems to be home, right? Sherry's house, Sherry Grillick's house, and so I called Sherry. She's like, "Oh, Nick should be home. Her husband always works from home. They're at the wrong house. GPS didn't work. GPS was supposed to take them to 366 Center Street. It took them to 316, and she hadn't been at the house yet, and she didn't know, and she was at the wrong house. So, one time, one of my crews started cleaning the wrong house. They could have gotten bit by a pit bull, but thankfully there was no pit bull in the house. So you really got to watch where you're going. Anyways, I grew my business 700K a year and growing. I did it in about 4 years, 4 years and a few months. But the best part is I did it working about 20 hours a week. People always say, "Oh my God, how did you do that?" Intense focus, consistency, actionable steps that actually bring you results. That's how I did it, right? So what I do as a coach is I help you do the same things that I did and do in my own business. I am still heavily active in my cleaning company. I make all the decisions for it. So what's the first thing you have to do? The first thing you have to do to get into this $1 million mindset is you need to change your mindset, right? I always tell everyone you can't have champagne taste with a beer budget, right? Your whole entire company depends on your mindset, and it will 100% determine your outcome, right? There's no question about that. Your mindset will determine how your employees react to you. This is a big thing. How your clients react to you and everyone around you, right? Your mindset will be the difference between getting high paying clients and not getting high paying clients, okay? If you have a poor mindset, like if you feel like you're broke all the time, unfortunately, you're going to stay broke because your mindset is actually influencing you to remain broke. So, building a $1 million mindset involves developing a set of attitudes, habits, strategies that empower you to achieve this financial success, to get to this level, because there is a level. So, we're going to talk about some key principles to cultivate that mindset. If you guys want to take out your pen, paper, notes, iPhone, Google Doc, whatever you're doing it on. So let's look at some basic principles. Okay, your belief. Write that word down like in crayon, like all over your office, right? Belief all over the wall. No, don't do that. Because then you'll have to clean it up. Your whole company depends on your belief. What's up here, right? So ask yourself this. Do you believe that you can do it? Do you believe you can pull it off? Can you achieve building a $1 million company, right? This is the number one thing that if you want to build a $1 million company, you need to believe it. You need to believe it before it happens, because everything starts in the mind before anything is rolled out, okay? And this is where a good part of the struggle comes from. So successful business owners of any kind, whether it's maid service, you name it, anything, they all believe they could do it, right? They all believe they could pull it off. Why is this so important? Because you need to see the vision before anyone else does, right? If you plan on hiring employees, you're going to need to lead them, right? And if you don't believe you can build a successful company, they sure as heck aren't going to believe you. They're not going to want to work for you, right? You're like the captain of the ship. So like you have to portray that you're the captain of the ship, okay? You need that vision, right? Who wants to work for a wishy-washy leader? Nobody. So if you don't have strong convictions, you're dead in the water, right? You'll never make it. I'm not trying to say that to be mean. I'm just trying to say that to be a realistically person, right? So your belief has to be so strong, so unwavering. It's almost as if you've already created the $1 million company. Like it's already done. Now you just have to roll out all the activities of actually creating the business and wait for others to see it happen and seal the success that you're going to create. Okay? Does that make sense? So you need to have massive goals, okay? Goals are going to light the way to creating your success. So you need to have goals because you need to know where you're going, right? Goals are going to provide direction and focus, all right? Business goals provide a really clear sense of direction for your company. They serve as a roadmap, helping your business stay focused, like right on the same, the same road, focus on its priorities, focus on its objectives, right? So you need this clarity because it's essential, because you're going to be making strategic decisions, right? And allocating all the right resources. So you need this clarity. Your goals are also going to provide motivation for yourself, because the day in, day out of this sometimes gets a little mundane, gets a little stressful, right? So if you don't have goals, it's hard to keep going when things get tough, right? And running a maid service isn't always sunshine and roses. We all know this, all right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. We all know this. You're dealing with a ton of people all the time, a ton of clients, their details, your staff, their details, because we all know the staff has details, right? And then dealing with the everyday business tasks that you need to get done on top of that. So you're processing a lot of information and all in one week, right? So your goals are going to keep you focused. How many of you here write your goals down? Raise your hand. If you write your goals down, raise your hand and say written goals. I want to know who actually has written goals down here. And I'm going to tell you why it's so important. So, did you know, fun fact, that people that write their goals down have a 10 times more likely chance of achieving them? A study was actually done in Harvard and the Boston area, found that 3% of Harvard graduates wrote their goals down and made 10 times the amount of money than those that graduated that didn't write their goals down. 10 times. That's the difference between making $100,000 a year and making your $1 million a year, right? There's your 10 times. That's a massive, massive difference. So I don't know about you, but I want to be in the group that made 10 times more money. Right? I would. I have a whiteboard. I have goals and stuff like that. They're sitting over here on the left-hand side. So if you have written goals down, kudos to you. That's great. Like monthly income goals are a good example, or hiring goals. You can see everything right in front of you. So many people by the end of the quarter, or like, however you want to do it, like you can do it like by quarter, by month. I kind of like do monthly, and I do quarterly, and I do yearly. You can kind of look at everything. So important to write your goals down, right? Because you can figure out, once you have them written down, you can figure out how to actually make them happen, right? Your goals are also going to keep you motivated and engaged, right? Motivated and engaged. Because sometimes it's just difficult. It's just difficult all the time to be happy, go lucky when shit's hitting the fan in your business, because sometimes it does hit the fan, right? It does hit the fan. It's how you deal with it is the big thing, right? So, okay. Next thing is your focus. All right. Focus is so huge here. Your eye is on the prize. Your eye is focused on what you want to achieve, right? Your focus is your purpose for your motivation. So you have something to strive for, right? You have purpose to get up out of bed in the morning, purpose to work hard to fix your employee issues, or figure out where to seek help, right? To fix all the stuff that's going on. So, or if you're having quality issues, right, with the staff that are cleaning your accounts, right? Look at why this is happening. Do you have a training manual? Do you have a clear set of expectations that your staff can follow so they understand 100% of what is expected of them? So this is where a lot of the issues between leaders and staff happen. So some leaders don't convey what's expected of them. So when mistakes happen, you think that staff should just have the common sense to figure something out. Staff, they're not going to think like you, right? There's entrepreneurs, which is what we all are, and then there's staff, which is they punch a clock, they want to do a job, they want to go home, okay? And so I kind of say this, like, if you assume that they're going to be able to figure something out, right, or do something right, that just makes an ass out of you and me. That's what that word means, right? So you have to have your processes like really well laid out, so there's no excuse for when they make a mistake, right? So you can always refer back to a manual, right, or back to a reference point. When you have team leads, you can look back on, okay, let's see what happened here. Here's where the guidelines were. Here's what you were supposed to do. And then look at what happened and be like, okay, it looks like you might have missed this step. Wouldn't you agree? I always get them to agree, to say yes, so I know they're engaging with me. So it's a lot of times the way like you frame talking with them. So having this focus on your goal and really hone in on the details of your business, and what makes that well-oiled machine actually move forward. Another thing you want to do, and it's kind of part of the goals, right, is measuring your progress. Okay, so now you have your goals, you have your focus. Now you need to measure what's going on as you're moving forward. So goals provide this measurable framework, okay, for assessing progress and success. So they enable business to track key performance indicators, KPIs. That's just a fancy word for tracking what's going on in your business. Okay, so don't let KPIs scare you, whatever. So you evaluate what is actually moving, your revenues, your hiring, your retaining of clients, retaining of staff, things like that. Okay, this measurement is essential for making informed adjustments and improvements on what's going on. So if you don't measure something and something isn't working and you don't know what's working, how do you know you need to change it? Correct. You need to look at your profits. You need to look at your losses. You need to look at your hard costs. You need to know what you're spending on marketing, what you're spending on Google, what you're spending on Facebook, and like where is your money going, right? So you need to really keep an eye on your business daily. You got to watch those profit margins, ladies, okay? So many people come to me in the beginning, can't tell me what the profits are. What? You have to tell me what your profits are. So it's crazy. This is your money. This is your paycheck. You need to watch that like a hawk, or have a system that watches it for you, especially when you have staff, okay? You need to watch your labor rates. Your labor rates could kill you. Your labor rates could kill you and turn you upside down if you don't watch it, right? Some people have no idea why they can't take a paycheck. It's your labor. Your labor is your biggest expense. Your labor is, they're too slow. It's too difficult to clean. You don't have an easy basic clean where you can offer and go and clean it in a certain amount of time, and you're paying your people too high. That's it. Or they're clock milking. If you're doing hourly and they're driving around, Timbuktu, and they're clock milking, and you don't have a system to track them, to track the GPS, that's how you're losing money. Bottom line. Or you're not charging enough. Those are the three ways. So if your labor is not well oiled and in tip-top shape, you'd be closer than you think to possibly closing the doors of your business. So you have to look at this, right? Some companies pay their staff too much. I see it all the time. You have to remember, I see a lot of people's businesses from, US, from Canada. I see everything, okay? I know we want to pay them as much as we can, right? I know you want to be nice. We all know cleaning is hard work. I get that. But if you don't have the margins, you cannot pay them a ton of money. So the goal is to raise your profit margin so you can pay them as much as you humanly can for a livable wage. But this is not a $100,000 position. Okay, we're in the same bracket as McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, pizza places, or whatever. It's the same thing. So your margins have to be healthy, not only to support your business, but so you can take something too. You don't want to work for nothing. Something else that will prohibit you from not being able to grow your $1 million company, that will prohibit you if you're not charging enough. If you're not charging enough, like I said before. So one of the first things I do when clients come into the Drop Them Off program, so we take a look at where their profit margins are. Now, why is this so important? Because if you aren't charging enough, you can't operate as a legal company, right? As a legal company, you're paying taxes, you're paying workers' comp, the latest technology, right, to keep your business operating efficiently and fast, okay? That saves you tons of time. And a lot of times you feel bad and you don't want to charge, but you have to remember, this is a business, ladies, right? And business costs are black and white. They're fixed costs most of the time in the cleaning business. And if you want to scale towards that $1 million mark, you have to be profitable, right? There's no emotion in it. That is a black and white number. And not charging enough can be tied to money blocks, like I talked about last week, right? Anyone here have money blocks? Written goals and a vision board. Yep. Totally. Yes. Got the written goals. Yep. Katrina, Janet. I see it. Be free from the cleaning is an amazing feeling. Katrina was cleaning almost 5 days a week when we started working together, and now she's out. She's pretty much out. Baking cinnamon buns. I'll take a plane over there and come up and see that. I love sweets. Anyways, okay. So I hope this is resonating with everyone so far. Okay, here's another one that sometimes women kind of skimp on, being financially educated. So financial education is so important, right? Continuously educating yourself about your finances, your investments, wealth building strategies beyond your business, right? Pick up a book, read a book on finance, right? Listen to a podcast, how money works, how you can make it work for you, because you can use these tips in your business, okay? If you want to stay informed about economic trends, right, and opportunities, knowledge is a very, very powerful tool for, for making informed decisions about money. So don't be afraid of money, because money is a great thing, and you can do a lot of good things when you have money. You can donate to those in need, you can have the time to volunteer, right? You can do a lot of good things. So don't get, nervous about money. So um, you have to fall in love with working hard and being persistent. I love being persistent and consistent, right? Consistent's my main word. I love being consistent because it gives me great satisfaction to hit goals, right? I'm very goal driven. So understand that success often requires hard work and dedication. Actually, understand that success always requires hard work and dedication. I don't know why I said sometimes. So be prepared to put in that effort, right? Required to achieve your goals. Be prepared to work for success, but fall in love with the process at the same time. So anyone in the world that's ever had any level of success has always worked very hard for it, harder than their neighbor, harder than their person that has like a job, right? Success isn't for the weak. There's a lot that goes into it and you need to be prepared for. But I'm telling you, if you can master the goals and the steps to getting there, you're gonna feel like a badass. You will, right? You have to, achieving the goals and accomplishing them is going to help you develop resilience, but it's going to help you develop your consistency, which is going to keep you going, okay? So along the way, you're going to have, you're going to have small little failures, right? Use them as stepping stones to your success. It's okay. You're not failing, right? You're failing forward. If you fail at something, keep going. You keep moving in a forward direction. That's actually better than failing and stopping, right? And I see people all the time. They fail at something and they stop. You have to keep failing over and over and over to keep growing, right? This is how you develop your resilience, to the adversity of growing a business. So I'm thirsty tonight. Um, Relationship building and networking. This is another big way that you can grow your company. You need to build a strong professional network. So surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, who support you, but also who challenge you and help you grow. If you hang out or talk with people on your business level or even a little bit above you, you will go much farther than if you're spending most of your time with people that just don't get you or don't get what it's like to run a business, right? You want to be around people that support your goals, support your dreams, right? Collaborate with these people and create mutually beneficial relationships. Business owners all love to help each other, right? It's almost like you feel like you're in a group and you see a business owner and you just want to help them, right? You just want to support them because you know what it's like. You know what it's like to be in their shoes. So whenever I meet someone, like I'm in a BNI group, I love my BNI people like so much. And there's like a bunch of service industry guys in there. There's a this plumber, HVAC, there's a painter, a carpet guy, there's a landscape, there's a whole bunch of, right? I resonate in that, right? So we're all like referring each other on Facebook and stuff. Like I'm getting crazy leads from it. Like that, I love that, right? Surround yourself with people that are going to help you grow, that have the same set of objectives for their business as they do for, to help you in your business and vice versa. You will totally, totally love that because networking can open up new opportunities and new perspectives. If you haven't checked it out, check out a BNI. If you're looking to grow your clientele, it's a commitment, but anything good's a commitment. We know that. It's a commitment, it's a weekly meeting and stuff, but it's amazing what happens in that place because everyone's there, everyone's committed, and everyone's there for the same objective, to help each other. So great energy. I strongly recommend that. So, adaptability, that's the next one. Why is it so important to be adaptive to changes and pivoting, right? You need to be adaptable to changing circumstances because there's a whole bunch of things that change in the maid service industry all the time, right? The business and the financial landscape, they're very dynamic, right? So flexibility and the ability to pivot and change something when something isn't working is crucial, right? There's always change, and your reactions to these changes is what's going to be able to help you to grow your business. So if you embrace change as a constant, if you fall in love with change and you're not afraid of change, your reaction becomes less dramatic when you have to change something, right? And being able to be resilient to change is going to help you grow your business, right? So nothing is static in a business. Everything's constantly moving, right? You're going to have employees that are going to change out. You're going to have sick call outs when you have the most perfect schedule set up, right? That's just going to happen. Where you have to adjust it on the fly. Clients come and go. All right, when you're on a larger scale, they come and go. They have financial changes, they change it out, right? So having great systems in place allows you to adapt on the fly to daily and weekly changes, which is what ultimately will make the difference in your business. So if you don't have these systems in place, you're constantly going to struggle. And this is going to lead you to want to quit. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. If you don't have systems that make your business easy, you just say, I just want to quit, right? Because it becomes too hard. It becomes too hard because you're not taking advantage of situations that could make it easier, right? Make sense? So, the last thing, and probably one of the most important things, is generosity and gratitude. Be grateful every day that you have your business. Be grateful every day. For those of you that are in the field, be grateful every day that you can get up on a bed and go clean a house. Some people can't do that. Some people are crippled. Some people have had accidents, right? Some people don't have that ability to go do that and make an income. Be gracious and be grateful, right? For everything that you have achieved, that what God has given you, everything that you have received from the universe, God, whatever your belief system is, okay? Be grateful for that, right? Be grateful. Every day be grateful for what you have and what you've accomplished. And a lot of times people don't want to pat themselves on the back, right? A lot of women, we're like this sometimes. We don't want to be told that, unlike men, we don't want to be told that we're doing a good job, right? You have to, right? You have to be grateful and thankful for everything that you've accomplished so far. And I tell everyone this, a positive mindset attracts positive outcomes. It doesn't happen the other way. You can't have a negative mindset and you're going to get negative outcomes. So if you keep saying, I can't, I don't know how, I don't want to, that scares me, I don't like it, you're constantly going to get back negative stuff, right? If you say, this scares the crap out of me, I'm going to do it anyways, I'm going to have an influx of high paying clients, I'm going to have an influx of, people that are grateful to come to work, you're going to change the flow of your energy. I'm a huge believer in this. Change the flow of your energy, right? So if you embrace a mindset, right, of like, everything's great and positive and hunky-dory, good things are going to come to you. Good things are going to come to you. Also, when it comes to generosity, it works the same way. If you embrace that mindset of giving, you're more likely to receive. So they always say to give first, right? Give first and then you're going to receive. So if you contribute to other people's success and well-being, you're creating a positive cycle here, right? So take your employees, encouraging them to do a great job, rewarding them for great, but giving them bonuses is a way of giving. That's one type of thing. A few of my clients are implementing a bonus structure that's working wonders in their business. Sam from Vermont just started it. So contributing to others' success is going to create that positive cycle. And that's going to come around, right? Because if you take care of your employees, they're more likely to take care of you. So when it comes to covering a schedule, or additional houses, they're going to be more willing to be there. It's just all making sense to everybody. Written goals, yeah. So if you can incorporate these strategies here that I talked about, and if you need to watch them on replay, if you're watching this on replay, definitely you can move towards having that $1 million mindset, because these are the main crux of having that mindset. So I hope this was helpful. The spring class, the Drop the Mop and Scale, that is underway. We have new maid service owners who just started the program. They're already seeing changes. I'm super excited because we're in our spring season and we're going to be all going nutso in a couple of weeks, because that's when the business happens. I'm so looking forward to helping the new people in the program create big mindset changes, because I'm a big mindset person. That it's going to lead you to even bigger changes within your businesses. So the sky is the limit when you work with me, ladies. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and happy $1 million maid service building. All right. I will see you all next week. Bye.